In our audiovisual, we used 5 aspects to interview some people at our school. We did this to gain the right information and to find out how people think about different aspects within an intercultural relationship. And one of the aspects we were talking about and which we asked from students was, how do they feel about culture and religion? Which do they think is more important? Because culture and religion are both very important, and so we asked a few people how they feel about that, and everybody answered differently. One person said no, culture is definitely more important, while the other one said no, religion is definitely more important. So it's good to see that people tend to feel different about intercultural relationships. And
another aspect we asked during our interview was if people have prejudices for other people from other countries, and also the answers were very diverse, because some people said yes, if I don't know much about another person from another country, I tend to be more distant, while others said, well, no, I treat everyone equally and I'm open to new experiences with people I don't know. So also those answers were very diverse.
And in relation to prejudice, we asked a few people about cultural differences they experience within a relationship, and some people said, yeah, I definitely experience cultural differences, and one person said that his relationship failed because they couldn't overcome their cultural differences, while another person said that because of the cultural differences, their relation succeeded because they can learn from each other.
And they're willing to understand other points of views.
Yeah. And also because they're really curious about one another's culture, so they really were willing to.
And they were also communicating not only through verbal communication, but also non-verbal. So whenever they didn't understand each other, they tried to make it clear in another way.
Yes. Yeah, and it's kind of the same, but another aspect we were talking about a lot were cultural clashes, and it really looks like cultural differences, but within cultural clashes it really goes wrong, and people tend to fight because they don't understand each other, and it's really frustrating. And a lot of people experienced cultural clashes, but most of them were able to overcome them, but some of them, like I said before, weren't able to overcome, and their relationship failed because of cultural clashes. And I think that is one of the main reasons why intercultural relationships fail, because people don't understand each other because they have different cultures and different norms and values, and people expect different things from one another. And I think the last aspect we used in the audiovisual was the open relationship, so polygamy, and we asked the girl whether she preferred an arranged marriage or a marriage consists out of love, and she was explaining that an arranged marriage often relies on honesty and openness, and she said it was less likely that there were secrets, because often you don't love each other because it's an arranged marriage. So you're really honest with each other because you're not afraid to hurt somebody's feelings, because you don't care that much for each other. While if you really love somebody, you can sometimes tell white lies to just save another's feeling. And I think in an arranged marriage, it's less likely.
If you ask me the goal of this project, I would definitely say to get more information about cultures and the beliefs of people. We also ask people, what are your experiences in love, and with who, and where is the person coming from. I think definitely that was the goal of our team to have more information about the exchange students, because we choose the exchange student as a target group. I think it's really important to interview people between 15 and 25, because we're also in that. I'm 21, so we're also in the same group of the same age. If you ask me what our message was, I think there's not one message. I think there are more messages, and I think but the most important message that we want to tell people is don't be afraid to interact with other people from other countries. Furthermore, if you ask me why is this message relevant, it's pretty simple. Because everybody is experiencing love and is talking about love, everybody thinks about love, everybody is interacting in love, and that is beautiful, of course, because that's what this world is all about. It's because some people wanted to be alone, but I think 95% of the people want to have a relationship, want to be with each other. So I think that's great. So it's relevant. The subject is relevant for us all. The message is also relevant for us all.
I think we achieved our main goal. We interviewed several people from different cultures and different age groups, and we asked them several questions, and all the respondents came up with different answers. So it was very diverse, and we came up with new insights, and we realized that it is good. It's possible to have a relationship with someone who's not from your own culture, and that it can be very broadening, but it takes a lot of work. So you have to be willing to work for it.
I don't think we would do many things differently in terms of the contents of our video. Overall, the interviews went very well, and though we might calculate more time for the interviews the next time, if there will be a next time, we then would have more time to find people who have experience in intercultural relationships. We also could have tried to encourage the people who we interviewed more, so they would tell nice stories about their relationships, and so they would give longer answers.
So, which aspect they think is more important in an intercultural relation? If the culture or religion is more important, and if I ask myself this question, I think it's a really hard question, though I think culture is more important than religion. Culture, you grow up with culture, it's who you are, and you can change your culture. And for religion, you can always choose your own religion, you can decide to quit your religion. And I think with culture, it's quite different, because this is who you are, you cannot change it. Our objective for this audiovisual product was to learn more about intercultural relationships, and I think I definitely learned some new insights regarding an intercultural relationship. I have learned that a lot of people have experienced an intercultural relationship, and that some people find it really difficult, and some people tend to go naturally with it and deal with it. For myself, I think it would be really difficult to be in a relationship with somebody from another culture, but that depends on the person and on the situation.
During the making of this movie, I've learned that there are a lot of people who have experience with relationship with someone from another culture. It is significantly more than I would expect, because we just went to random people and we asked them if they have had a relationship with someone who's not from their country or from their culture, and most of the people said yes. So for me that was very surprising. And what I also have learned during this project is that I find it very interesting to communicate with people whom I don't know or don't really have a connection with at first sight. But once you get to know them better and talk to them, it's surprising how much you actually have in common. So for me that was really interesting, and yeah, that's about it.
What I learned about this whole experience, I think the most thing is, people can be different, of course, and that's really nice to experience. People have other thoughts, other beliefs than people from Holland, and I think in my life, I live in Holland, so I think I interact the most with people from Holland. But when I became to study here, and I became to learn about other people and get to know other people, I talk with a lot of people. I realized that I'm really open for other cultures and other people. So that's pretty. I thought that was pretty nice. And interacting with these people, I've been to parties, I've been to things at school, of course in class you talk about with people from other countries, and that's pretty nice. Also in the gym, I met a lot of people in the gym here at Take University, and I realized that I'm also I'm looking forward to my exchange. It's a 5-month period, and I think I'm ready for that next year.
From this assignment, I have learned that intercultural relationships can succeed, but the people should both be determined to make it work, and they should try to talk to each other a lot, more than you would do with someone from your own country, because the communication styles of people from different cultures are different. So I think that's very important. I think it's possible to have an intercultural relationship, but people do have to be willing to make an effort. It's more work. It requires more work than a relationship with someone from your own country who lives maybe 20 kilometers from here. But even though you might not see each other a lot, if you like each other enough, you are willing to make an effort and keep in touch so you can make it work.